يا الخضرة ديري حالة عاد يا الخضرة ديري حالة
ديري حالة ديري حالة.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to a new episode of Qisra Blaz'af. Today is going to be a special one. It's going to be what's next for our national team after the debacle of the last game and the elimination of the CAN 2023 at Ivory Coast. This is the second time we get kicked out after the first round. Big change. People are upset. A lot of things going on, a lot of news, a lot of rumors, conspiracy theories all over the place. And we are here to discuss some of it and how we see the situation of our national team. Welcome, Atman, Wahid, Fouad. Salam alaikum.
Salam rahmatullah.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Alors, how are you guys since, I don't know, you're following the news the last 2 days. We all saw the anger of fans في Côte d'Ivoire, في Algeria, all over, but especially the fans in Côte d'Ivoire. They were so angry. Some of them jumped on the national team. They insulted some players. Some of them went to the hotel and tried to attack the staff and the team, which is like really, really unacceptable for me. I don't know what you guys think, because I think that's give a very bad impression. The next young generation of players, they will fear to join our national team. Like I do play well, and one day I lose a game, people will jump on me. So that's not a good message we're gonna send to the new generation of players that we try to recruit. Please jump in whenever you say what you you feel about this situation. واحد نبدا بك ولا؟
تقدر وي يا با بروبليم. لبس نواضري باش نشوفك مليح ناعم. راك بيا محفف راك بوبو. صحتك. راني نشوف الكادر موراك. بون نبدا بهادي على جمال. كثر خير ويعطيه الصحة. إلا فيش كيف فالي فار. جا اون 8 mois جاب une coupe d'Afrique, اوكي. Il a constitué une équipe, la Grinta, etc. داروا ان بون تريك ومن بعد صا ديرابي الله غالب.
We have time for it to go back to Belmadi, right now we want to just
رابيد ما حبيت نشوف حاجه. نقول لك انه مارك باك نشوف 64 games, 41 wins, ties 17 و defeats ولا losses 6.
Yeah.
6 losses صح؟
6 losses.
You see what
I'm very bad losses,
but 6 painful losses.
Yeah.
قالها لي واحد صاحبي قال لي on a perdu 6 matchs mais on a perdu les matchs cruciaux كما يقولوا les matchs les
2 or 3 I think 2 or 3 are really bad. The other ones, you know.
Yes. Enfin le futur c'est bon. دوك هذيك le problème ils ont pas le temps parce que وقتاش مارس ان شاء الله عندهم ماتش هكذا قلت لي.
مارش مع جوان
مع لا غيني خير.
qualification.
Well, la stabilité تاع l'équipe is in jeopardy. OK. Elle est en péril. Donc, لازم il faut serrer les rangs, surtout moralement. عباك دوك هذيك سي ديفيسيل moralement باش
واحد اكتب لي Arabic or English. الاودينس تاعنا maybe they're not French.
OK. D'accord. Donc, كما قلت لك the team spirit is in jeopardy. فيك راهم ديكونسونطري ومنها وكذا. المهم دوك هذيك لازم يلقاو ان ادجوان انترينور ولا assistant manager to manage the team, to manage the next coming games. باسكو من بعد من مارس ما يلعبوش حتى نوفمبر ولا
جوان.
اوكي
جون.
اي دونك تي فوا سي وزمو سي والله غير I don't know, it's very tough.
Can you pull up the schedule if you can?
Atman.
Oui.
Can you pull up the schedule تاع l'équipe nationale the future games?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. كمل واحد.
قلت لك والله اتس a future that is very very unstable. It's not stable. انا بور موا اتس نوت ستيبل. ماشي محل الجوار هادو اللي جاو ما يعاودوش يوليو لك ابري تو سكي سي باسو ما نقصروا على واش صرا. لي لوساتور كيما يقولوا تاعنا لي كادر يفون يروحوا روتريت. بن طالب فغولي محرز ماندي بولحي اكسيتيرا اكسيتيرا يروحوا دونك لو نوفو باترون ايفونتويلمون سي بن سبعيني ولا بن ناصر. سي سا سي لي نوفو باترون ا مون افي. il faut trouver un adjoint le plus tôt possible باش يلقاو انترينور ما يلقاوش. it takes time باش تجيب انترينور. it takes time in my opinion. كاين كالكو بروبوزيسيون على بالكم حبيتوا بعد نهضروا عليهم ولا نديروا فيديو عليهم.
we'll come to that.
Yeah, exactly. So, assistant coach.
For now, I just wanted your comment about what's happened in the last 2 days. Whole atmosphere, the fans, how the anger.
والله غير انا نشوف والله غير على بالي على لي سوبورتور على لي فان. سي ديفيسيل على بالك كيما كنت نقول لك من قبل. بور موا بيرسونيلمون صح باسكو حنا وني دي زالجيريان دونك كيما قلت نربحوا العيب فاسيلمون نتنرفوا فاسيلمون ومن بعد ابري 2 جو 3 جو نوليو نعلقوا ونسلموا. فهمت؟ ماشي محال هذاك اللي يضرب ماندي بقرعه ابري 3 4 يروح لي لوتيل يحكموا يبدا يسلم عليه فهمت؟ اوني سخونين. اوني سخونين في لو مومون هذاك سخونين ويعيطوا ويسبوا وكذا اكسيتيرا. سي با اكسبتابل. اتس نوت اكسبتابل. I agree. I 100% agree. It's not acceptable. That behavior is to be condemned. I agree with you guys 100%. But ناس جات ils بالك سلفوا دراهم بالك يباعوا دي تروك بالك خسروا دراهم كبار باش يجوا سيبورتيو ليك ناسيونال. يقول لك انا نجي نسيبورتيهم ما طون موا ان بون ريزولتا. عباك هما كانوا تما في الستاد دونك ils ont vu ce qu'on n'a pas vu. فهمت؟ I can, yes, I will condemn the behavior, but to a certain extent, okay? Why? Because I don't know. I can't blame them 100%. They were there, and they were after this team. They traveled a long distance. They traveled a long distance. It's tough. It's a very tough situation. It's a very tough situation. Alors, pour moi, c'est juste la sagesse, le calme, wisdom. هذه هي واحد يكون لازم يفوق. on revient au calme, on revient l'autre parce que دوكا l'Algérie divisée personnellement ماشي politiquement mais sportivement. les pro Belmadi les anti Belmadi. فهمت؟ there's a big divide. big. نحبوا ولا ما نحبوش. ميم في لابريس على بالك ميم في لي جورناليست هادو يعطيه الصحه دار الاخرين نو لازم يروح اكسيتيرا. سي با بون بور المورال. هذه هي.
مو انا بالنسبه لي على بالك انا بالماضي جو بونس با كيلا في يعني في بلاطوات في الجزائر il n'a pas fait l'unanimité surtout المعركه اللي جابها بالماضي هو في ذاته مع الصحفيين في الجزائر. اباك انا لا كومونيكاسيون تاع بالماضي ما كانش في المستوى. ما كانش عقليه. ما كانش الهدوء. ما كانش le côté communication. It was not there. And he went worse. I mean, he was okay when he started 6 years ago, and it went down like considerably. And every press conference, it was a fight. It was a fight, and he ended after the game of opening a fight with the journalist from Desert Food. I mean, was it the time? You can argue there is no time for that. And the coach of that nature of a national team should have never been having the journalists, the press in general, especially in Algeria, against him like this, and being reacting as arrogant or being oh, you don't know anything. I know. You know nothing. And you don't deserve my answer. Who are you? I mean, well, communication, I would say, went down. Now, what happened the last couple of days and couple of hours since our defeat is, I believe, there's a lot. I think the pressure on the staff, the pressure on the team was too high. I think, and not a positive pressure, but a really negative one. I mean, you know, even الجمهور اللي كان في Ivory Coast, the YouTubers, they were sensing the tension around the team and around the Jumhur too. And you know, why someone who would like to travel from Algeria to Bouake or to Yamoussoukro, all the towns in Ivory Coast. What I mean, it's Africa. It's a joy. It's a piece of peaceful. It's game. It's a competition. It's a fair competition. But again, the people who traveled, they went probably with good intention and so on and so on. But they got a lot of, you know, like cell phones, the feedbacks from the social networks, and they were really negative pressure, very negative, really like I mean, it's we need to win, we need to do this, and that has probably, in my opinion, impacted very negatively the whole thing.
I mean, the pressure when you lose, that's a normal thing. Right? I mean, players, they should, I mean, it's professional. They should know how to manage the pressure. La FAF should have maybe stop the players from watching the social media. I don't know. This is not the first time we play in a big tournament. I mean, Rahna World Cup, we played okay. There was more pressure in Brazil and South Africa. I don't understand how much pressure Côte d'Ivoire was.
Technically, they shouldn't have access to social media. ينحوا لهم دي تليفون ولا ينحوا لهم الانترنت ولا quelque chose comme ça. That's how.
To be honest, and I want to hear them in the media. They're saying like, oh, the people negative comment on social media is destroying the team.
Yes.
It's no sense in it. Why will parce que Ben Sheikh or Bougherra or somebody in the media?
نعم c'est très important.
National team that affects players how they play, how they perform.
تلعب على المورال بزاف.
If you are a professional team and Ben Sheikh
انا نقول حاجه لي غروند ايكيب سقسي لي غروند ايكيب لا فرنسا الالمان كذا ينحوا لهم في دي ماتش في دي كوب هكذا دي تورنوا هكذا كوب دي موند اكسيتيرا ما يخليهمش يشوفوا لي فامي تاعهم بزاف يجوا لي فامي تاعهم معاهم يخلوهم يديروا دي رونكونطر اسمح لي فؤاد شوي سورتي دي سوجي يخلوهم يديروا دي رونكونطر افيك لور فامي هكذا دو طون زون ما يخلوش لي كاين واقيل ديشون واقيل في 2018 مش عارف شكون في 2018 ما خلوهمش يشوف لي فامي تاعهم بوندون 4 سيمان كوريكت مي فام رونغ عثمان انت بالك على بالك بها
يديروا لي ويكلو
ونحي لهم الانترنت.
شوف عندهم un truc on en avait parlé la dernière fois, we talked about it last time, the psychologue du sport. You should have people who talk with the player who are trained and their job is to assist psychologically the players. There is a pressure. Some players are having more pressure than others. Some players are affected by the pressure from others. It depends. Each player is different. And le sport de haut niveau, nowadays, they all have des psychologues who works with them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. La FAF ما عندهمش psychologue في staff تاع l'équipe nationale. They should have. If they don't, they definitely should
honestly,
have one.
I don't know. The first thing La FAF should have been doing, it should have stopped the cinema of the news media room when Belmadi, each time there is a fight with the journalist, it should the FAF should have taken the reign, talk with Belmadi and say this is the rules, and talk with the newspaper owners and directors. Says next time your guys are out of scope, you are out. That's it. That's
it's international press.
no, it's no. He always have problem with Algerian press and always the same media. C'est devenu, على بالك, c'est devenu une bataille.
عياوه
ولا هو
he's the one who's supposed to control
Yeah,
it.
no, but you know, he's Algerian. We Algerian, we keep calm, we stay nice, and then we lose it, and then we.
I'm not gonna
He,
say
in fact,
years
he went down to their level.
Well, but you know, let me come back to something that we discussed earlier. I think I believe I think the psyche. I think we discussed it in our last
Yes.
last program. And what I said last time is it was actually a failure in the psyche, the drama, controlling their emotions. They failed at high level. Those players, those professional players, they failed totally, but not now, just only against Mauritania. They failed that aspect already against Cameroon 2 years ago, and they failed against Guinea Equatorial in the last World Cup, in the last African Cup. It's the same, so it's coming back. It's the same group, the same coach, the same ground of players. So I really believe we did not make the proper, we say, autopsy of anything since 3 years. We did not analyze our failure and why we failed. And this is why I think now we all go, I think at least the national team will go to any competition shivering and not being able to react and being out of control and emotional control. We said it. I mean, probably even I'm pretty sure we discussed about it in Gassara Blazayef. 2 years ago. Our emotional intelligence was not great, but now 2 years later, we are having the same symptoms, same problems. I'm not sure if it's the coach, the environment, the press, the plateau that's there. If it's not a whole, but it's not in our interest. Let's put it that way.
It's some of a lot of negative
exactly
things who impacted.
It's super negative, nothing positive, and no solution, because we are turning on circle. We don't move. We're not progressing.
Sure.
We're not evolving.
Look, Tunisia.
I have a hard time believing that. I don't know. And Mahrez did not perform for the last 2 years. I don't think he's not performing because the press.
No, it's not that. It's not the press. It's some of a lot of things. When you add up problems, you end up with a big problem.
Yeah. No. Name. I'm not saying what I said about the collective answer of the team. What I said a couple of days ago, I said it's a there's no team. We have a bunch of individuals who can shine momentarily and bring the team to a win or a draw. But we don't have a team. That's what I said. Now the performance of every single player is different.
I mean, when you look at the results above here, we won 41 games. So we had something.
No, yeah, well, but I mean, it's not negative. You won 41 games. That's fine. That's good. Yeah. The problem is he won all the friendly games, all the competitive games for the qualification, and then in the tournament, it's recurrent since 4 years, we are completely out and we are not performing. So, and the autopsy,
that's the mystery question.
No, there is no mystery. Naeem. I mean, the symptoms are the same.
No, the last time I heard Cameroon tournament, they blame it on COVID.
No, forget it. This is not true.
No.
I agree.
Even the player said.
No. They said it's COVID. We were not well prepared. We were sick. But I'm telling you, every teams went through the same thing. Why the others are not whining and ours are still whining. So
I have to go by what the players and Belmadi are saying.
No, okay. So 2 years later, what are they saying about our fiasco?
Just before the tournament, we had the best preparation ever. Everything they asked for, they had.
Okay, and what was the output? We are eliminated from. So at the end of the day, no, it's easy. Wahid, look at it.
It's easy. أنا شوف لي statistiques. 6 games lost كما قلت لهم قبل. 6 games out of 64 represents 10% of the total games, صح?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Pareto. You guys familiar with Pareto analysis?
Yeah.
Okay, 10% of the games make you lose 80% of your achievements. خسرت الجيمز اللي ما داوكش لا كوب دي موند واللي ما كاليفياوكش للدوزيام تور لا كوب دافريك. خسرت the most important games. Period.
So do you know what? It's a mental deficiency. We are not ready mentally to be there. And it's I'm convinced it's emotional intelligence. That team does not have it. So the team, I'm saying the staff, the team, and the federation, everything.
Exactly.
I think the whole thing is not.
Historically, our teams had the preparation psychologique and mental is done by the coach.
Yes.
And the coach تاعنا, I think he lost the.
No.
Lost it. He's angry and almost unstable on the side of the field. I don't know how he can turn. I mean, the way
that's a very good point.
45 minutes على second half, he's just there screaming and almost crying.
Sport high level today ولا عندك professional psychologists who are with the athletes going with them. It's
تمام صح. عنده الحق يا نعيم. ترانسفير لهم هذيك الاسترس.
لا.
It comes from him more than comes from the press.
He will affect indirectly the players. Yes, the mood he have consequences on the players. That's for sure.
تروح تولي جو برون ليكزومبل تاع مدريد اي ريفيان سكور علاه. شوف شكون عندهم انشيلوتي شتو كي موين كالم كي كان عندهم زيدان. شفت زيدان كيفاش
بصح انشيلوتي في الريال مدريد عنده 50 واحد معاه.
وي جو سوي صح سي فري.
I mean, Belmadi في 2019 he had a good assistant.
Belmadi وسيميوني.
Who remember his name? The French guy who was his assistant.
واش نعم؟
2019 Belmadi had a good staff. كان عنده واحد French.
كان عنده فرنسي صاحبه هذاك.
Yeah, I don't now he has nobody except this.
هذاك الفرنسي كان في ليكيب دو فرنسا كان فونتينبلو كان مع ليكيب دو فرنسا جابوه.
Now I think he has the goalkeeper coach at Boras. He's the only assistant he has apparently.
Bad choice. It's his fault. Bad choice.
I mean, I don't know.
No, bad choice. But again, what you mentioned earlier about, I'm not saying it's all the press. It's a whole. The press is negative. Himself gesticulating on the side during the whole game, and propagating his fear to the players, it's not helping his team.
Yeah, that's.
And you know, it's again. a lack of emotional intelligence because they are not quiet, they are not supporting, and they are in constant fear.
Yeah.
That's why they are not performing.
So here is a question then. I think this problem we have seen in many teams in Premier League. When you hear about the coach lost the locker room.
Yes, yes.
Is that something that's possibly happened? Like maybe the players quit on him?
Yes.
And they maybe just don't want to play anymore for him, and then maybe they want him to get
Naeem, I am convinced by the behavior of les cadres or the big guys in the squad. They did not believe anymore in Belmadi.
Yeah, I think that's nobody talks about that, but I think that's my.
I felt I have the same view. They lost actually faith in the coach.
Yeah,
and that's why I can tell you that's why Belmadi changed on the third game. A complete different squad. And when you think about it, after and we will think about it, maybe we will discuss it even later on. I believe that team was made probably by the team itself and not him.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna hear some news in the future. Amazing.
He lost power. Naeem, I believe Belmadi lost the locker room.
Yeah.
Because no one thought that he can bring something new. And to be honest with you, the last 3 or 4 years since the African Cup in Cameroon, I've never seen actually Belmadi explaining any soccer tactics to the press.
Yeah.
He never defined or explained clearly what he wants to be. And I'm having also a theory that he doesn't have. he didn't have any plan actually. And so a lot of people are telling me, "Hey, Fouad, you have a team. You have a very good team. You play tiki-taka. You have 450 passes, and you dominate the games." I said, "Yes, but for what?" And when you see for what, the guy is always okay. Yeah, not a single shot. I've not seen much of the 3 games any shots outside the 18 yards.
Yeah, and he's maybe the only coach. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who keep this secrecy? Even some games he will play some games without presence of anybody. Secret. كل شيء secret plan. كما يقولوا ما نقولكوش الخطة السرية تاع باش ما يدولوش كونتر الخطة. I mean that's game. Nobody plays that game anymore.
Algeria was an open book to play.
Yeah, but I mean, Belmadi until the last term, he keeps like everything supposed to be super secret.
It was an open book. Simply, each team comes to play.
One game was not really important. The list of the starting was leaked to the press. He said the guy is خائن.
Yeah, خائن. That's true. This is why his communication is absolutely obsolete. نعيم كيف بالماضي يدير روحه سريا. Everybody in the planet knows how he plays.
Yeah.
They play like Burkina Faso, and that's it. You cannot move. And they send you 2 balls. That's it. Gone. Go. 2 goals. 2 occasions. 2 possibilities. Burkina Faso scored 2 goals. And why? Our football is predictable.
Yeah.
Nothing new. Nothing has been developed. But I'm pretty convinced. I've not seen Algeria growing in football, modern tactics, the last 4 years.
Yeah.
This is why even Mauritania predicted us.
Yeah, I mean the coach of Mauritania he knew he pushed all the team to play on the side. خليهم يلعبوا اسمه كروس اوفر في السماء
Exactly.
The Mauritanians are
Yeah.
all like 2 meter tall. You cannot
So-
score like that in 100 years.
الاريتري يلعبوا الاريتري
يلعبوا اليوتري مع موريتانيا الجول تاعهم فيه 3 متر اللي هذوك الديفونس تاعهم 2 متر.
ديفونسور
You cannot play like that. I
Of
don't know.
course you
I'm
cannot
not
play.
an expert, and I see that problem. I don't know why the coach he was so angry he could not see it.
Predictable. Abek Naim, in every single team in Africa now, we know they know how we play. Lateral game, nothing. Okay, when you play against those teams, what do you do? Transition play.
Exactly.
You go direct, and that's it's done.
Yeah, you have to change the game based on your game.
And then you have Ait Nouri and Ben Taleb provoking penalties. That's it, done. Instead of kicking the ball, they kick the legs. So no, I mean it's not funny, by the way, but it's just we're just discussing between us. But I really think there is a lot of things.
So
Yeah,
We have a lot of work to come.
هذه
A lot of things to do.
هذه السيتواسيون هادو we have to learn from big teams, okay? From
Wahid, you know,
نعطيك اكزامبل الالمان لي دو كوب دي موند ما خرجوش من البريمي تور صح؟ 2018 2022
صح.
وطاحوا خسروا مع الجابون اميكال والاخر. لو موديل المون لازم نكوبيوه. علاه نكوبيوه؟ باسكو الالمان elle va se reprendre, it's gonna come back and it's gonna build a team and they're gonna go and win another World Cup. صح؟
Yeah.
I agree. Wahid,
There is a British journalist who said we all play soccer or football, we all compete. هكذا بلا كلمة الهضرة تاعو. تعرفها نعيم؟
ايش فاهم ذاك قديمه هذه بكري
قال لهم قديمة. قال لهم we can play all day long, we can compete all day long. At the end of the day, Germany will win the cup.
we'll win everything. Yes. Okay, but you know what? Wahid,
So one more thing. طليان ما راحوش لدو كوب دي موند، ما راحوش ل 2018 وما راحوش ل 2022.
Yeah.
But Abek, Wahid, a very good analogy from you about the German team. When you look at the 2 World Cup being eliminated in the first round, do you know what the analysis, the autopsy, or trying to see why they did this? Lack of leadership, like a team, they are psychologically very weak.
Plus, what's his name, coach? He's been for too long. كيما بلمادي. طول بزاف هذاك. low
هو
طول بزاف.
ماشي غير طول. عباك واش هي لا جينيراسيون تاع لي جوار اللي جاو que l'eau a eu واش عنده واش عباك داروا لها تحليل وكلش ولحقوا لا ميم تيوري اللي جبتها دوك للجزائر. fragilité psychologique ما يقدروش ما leadership, lack of leadership, they don't know where to go, and that it's coming from the youth growth.
So it's easy, copy from the Germans, you will succeed.
خلاص ما دوكنا لازم نكونوا productive to think about what's next on the شوف وحيد si دوك شوف لو كان ديروا observing
معلومه
استنى التحليل هذه كومون كيف دوك واش رايحين باك نعيم واش رايحين نديروا درك pour éviter cette fragilité psychologique.
Yes.
Eh ben, il faut recruter un nouveau groupe de joueurs, les صحيح mentalement. Il faut casser la dynamique تاع le weakness هذه. Parce que les joueurs, ils sont pas tous les mêmes. Mais un groupe de joueurs, il peut بالك بالماضي طاحت عليه. راه جاب لنا كاع اون جروب تاع 6 7 8 ولا كاع مونطالمون ماهوش ملاح.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard today in some live show.
لو ميكس تاع سي امبورطون ثاني لو ميكس تاع لي جوار لوكو ولي جوار بيناسيونال هكذا.
ممكن
لوكال بلايرز يا اخي في 86 82 الاخر بورتون يا دو بون ريزولتا. على بالك حنا علاه نعاودوا نولوا البالون تاعنا في الجزائر. لازم نبروموتيو البالون تاعنا في الجزائر باسكو بور لينستون رانا ندو غير من فرنسا. لازم وي هاف تو.
سويون سيريو واش ما كلاب تدي منه.
نو قلت لك لازم يبداو على البارح السمانه اللي فاتت واش قلنا البارح نهار خصنا مع واش قلت لك نيجيريا ماشي داروا واحد العفسه ماشي غلقوا دي شات داون فور 2 years واحد الوقت.
سمعت
ماشي عارف جاب لي ربي عاود نروح في جوجل بصح جاب لي ربي لا فيدراسيون الاف اي فوتبول اسوسيشن تاع نيجيريا they just shut down any competition for 2 years وعاودوا ريستركتوراو والاخر.
اسمع نو حنا لي شامبيونا لي ستركتور تاع الشامبيونا elles ont été cassées. الشامبيون اللي كان عندنا
That's a whole can of worms we don't want to open.
Yes.
نقولوا بك رابيدمون الموديل الالمان باش نعطيكم باك ايدي على الالمان ابري المانشافت. المانشافت a été créé en 1926 1900 quelque chose comme ça 1900. المانشافت jusqu'à date to up until these recent days من 1926 حتى 2019 المانشافت a eu 11 entraîneurs 10 à 11 entraîneurs. Can you believe that?
Well, it means they are stable.
Exactly. Thank you.
They are stable.
Ils ont eu 10 à 11 entraîneurs من 1926 الاخر.
So معناتها they are stable, efficient, productive and winners. شوف ونقول لك انا هذه العفسه هذه اللي لا مانشافت eliminated the last 2 World Cup on the first round. هذه فيها تدريس للقضيه تاعنا.
Exactement.
أنا نقول لك انا واحد هذه انا مقتنع
One thing very important.
نعم.
2014 they beat Brazil in Brazil 7-0.
وي بصح من بعدها في 2018 خسروا مع لا كوري 2-0 و ils ont été ridicules en 2022.
What I want to say from top راحوا ديال.
بصح لي زالمون البروبليم عثمان حنا اتس كولتشر ثينغ علاه حنا ما عندناش هذه هما اتس كولتشر. الالمان يعاودوا يولوا والمانشافت تزيد تدي نوتر كوب دي موند يا في 2026 يا في 2030 ما على باليش وقتاش بصح يعاودوا يدوا نوتر كوب دي موند.
عثمان واحد 2 things. You remember the semi-final in 2014?
Yes.
باك البرازيل مع الالمان.
Yeah.
لوتوبسي تاع لا ديفات هذه تاع البرازيل واش قلنا؟ التحليل تاع لا ديفات هذه. واش هي؟ ils se sont écroulés ما كان والو البرازيل طاح سيكولوجيكمون خاف. شوف بريشر الجمهور الشعب واش قالوا لهم؟ قالوا لهم ما ديروا لنا والو جيبوا لنا غير الكاس.
يس لا
بريسيون الضغط كبير. واش لقاو رواحهم؟ ريديكول بهدلوهم قدام.
very good team en plus.
اسمع
ايكوت
هذه باك تفكرني في الكوت ديفوار مع لا غيني ايكواتوريال.
اكزاكتومون جالي دير صح لا كوت ديفوار مع لا غيني ايكواتوريال.
نحن كنا نلعبوا كوب دافريك Algeria. What's going to happen?
I feel no. نعيم, it's a very good question. If we have it now, we will lose the first games. We will not go to the second. And what I think without
yeah.
لا نعيم no. It's not. We need to start from scratch, building up players that can fit pressure, modern football, leadership, and psychologically strong. There is no way. I'm telling you, this is the only way that Germany is actually looking for their future, and I think Algeria needs to do the same.
Okay, هذا the transition. Thank you. You get me transition. So I think with the last 10 minutes we have to talk. Like, what's the future in the next few months?
Well, next
into the next year.
game
What's the other games the next 6 months?
June 3rd عندك Algeria versus Guinea. June the 10th Uganda versus Algeria.
وين عثمان وين؟
The third June 3rd في الجزائر Algeria. June the 10th في Uganda.
Yeah, a few days later. Yeah.
It's gonna be hot.
ومن بعد سبتمبر.
ومن بعد yes September the 1st Algeria versus Botswana. September the 8th Guinea versus Algeria.
Yes.
So هذول 4 games, they're the one deciding the game if you go into the World Cup.
Yes.
يجي يلعبوا في دالاس ولا ما يجوش.
Yeah. واكتوبر
لا فينال نعيم لا فينال.
اسمع c'est pas fini. October 2025 Somalia versus Algeria the 6th. The 13th
Yeah,
it's
I
Algeria
think
versus
after the
Uganda.
first 4 games, we're gonna know if we're gonna make it to the World Cup or not. So there's nothing in March then. There's no games in March.
لا غيني.
No, انا ما صرت maybe في كوب دافريك في لا كوب دي موند هذا واش كاين.
Okay.
لا غيني.
So we have time. We have from here to June.
They know how to play us. ودرك انا شفتهم I'm impressed. كيفاش راهم يلعبوا عجبوني. وان 2000 كنت في مونريال اون 2000 ضربونا ب 2-0 في 5 جويي.
بصح كاين فاكت هضرنا عليه السمانه اللي فاتت ومحمد il avait pointé le doigt dessus. When you play games one in Algeria and one in all, we always manage well. They know how to manage that games. Our problems, we don't know how to manage tournament.
ان شاء الله.
No, I disagree, Mohamed. No. I believe now, after the fiasco,
it's going to be hard.
It's going to be super hard. Because don't forget, guys. I think we just talked about a couple of minutes for 15-20 minutes about the autopsy. The team is sick.
Yeah,
there is a lot of things to change. First, the coach. You need to bring other players with other mentality, other skills, other leadership. It's going to be tough, and I can tell you, our biggest opponent in our team, in group members for the World Cup, is Guinea. Yeah. Guinea is going to be tough.
Guinea Equatorial, yeah? Guinea.
No, like the Guinea.
No, Guinea.
يعيطوا لها غيني كوناكري.
شو فوالا غيني كوناكري هذه شوف في المستوى is the best against Bissau, against Equatorial.
عندهم طريقه تاع فوتبول.
In the 16 round, the Guinea.
عاود لي بس.
They qualified to the 16.
Yeah,
of course.
Who
they play against?
نقول لك مع من يلعبوا.
لعبوا
I'll tell you. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
ملاح. عندهم يطراد حافية كوناكري نعيم. نعيم حافية كوناكري فهمت. عندهم من تراديسيون صالي في كايطا. عندهم من جرون تراديسيون تاع بالون.
عندهم جور اللي يلعب في ارسنال وش بيك؟
يا. واسمه اللي يلعب في ليفربول الاخر هذاك اللي كيلعب في ليفربول كايطا.
Okay, who's they playing in the 16?
1 second. Who are they playing?
Watch I'm expecting the fact we're gonna surprise that to Zidane as a coach.
No, Zidane. يقدرش يجيبوه ما يجيش ما هو
ما يجيش
هو
you
ما
can give him
يجيش،
1 year or
اسمع.
2 years contract لو قاعد
قاعد بس شوف
اسمع،
هو
برازيل وما راحش.
no
بريزيل بعيد
the
عارف
لا نعيم it's too risky for him. He can't go anywhere. It's better to not do anything and preserve his image. Yeah.
If I am him, this is a good opportunity to go to the World Cup.
No, it's too risky, Naim. This is not the way he's looking at it.
He lose an image.
Credibility and image. The guy is a winner of 3 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
The guy has expectation to the top.
مش top عنده he's like 2 years without a job.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't mean
He can wait even 4 years. He's waiting for Deschamps to leave.
He will be obsolete by that time.
No, not necessarily. Anyway, for us, no, let's not dream about Zidane.
No, it will not happen.
Bougherra
It's not even a dream. It will not happen.
لا بوغيرا
It's very simple.
ما عندوش مستوى. ما عندوش مستوى.
He get all the certification. He coached the national team تاع locals. He did well with the national team.
No, ما عندوش تجربة. عنده ما عندوش.
ولا بلمادي واش من تجربة كان عنده قبل ما يجي لي كيما سونا.
كان علاه كان انترينور تاع قطر.
تاع قطر تاع
واش ما دارش ماتش نول كونتر غوركيف.
جاب لهم قطر، جاب لهم لا كوب تاع الخليج.
اون بلوس ياك بلوكا ليكيب ناسيونال داروا ماتش نول معاهم ولا مش عارف.
لا غيني
يعني عنده اون اكسبيريونس. il avait une expérience.
عنده واحد بوغرا ثاني لعب ليكيب ناسيونال بي دار بهم الاكسبيريونس.
لا غيني يلعبوا كونت لا غيني ايكواتوريال.
نقول لك حاجه، بوغرا صافي بيان يكون ادجون تاع واحد عنده الاكسبيريونس كبير يتعلم معاه.
ولا تكاليفيو يلعبوا كونتر لو فانكور تاع مصر مع الكونغو.
So it's gonna be Guinea versus Guinea Equatorial.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a game to watch then.
Yep.
It's a derby.
Yeah.
They're neighbors.
Yes.
So أنا بالنسبة لي we're going to have a critical time between now designing a coach, designing a new team, designing a new setup for success.
Yeah. Who's the next coach in your opinion?
No, I think it's going to be Renard.
Harvey Renard. Okay.
Yeah. In August.
What?
In August, after the Olympic Games.
Oh, we need him before June. We need a coach before June.
No. Renard is the coach of the women national team.
Then he's not Harvey. They have to find somebody. You have 2 important games to play.
No. I'm not saying it's my wish. I'm saying it's what is on the ground. So he will join after the Olympic Games in Paris. And in between they will get الكوتش المولودية.
No, they're not gonna give the coach المولودية to manage 2 important games that will take you to the World Cup.
Well, but Naim, you don't have a choice.
بالي علاش ما عندهمش choice؟
No. واش كاين في التيران دوك؟ واش كاين اللي فري؟
you will find somebody كان اسبانيولي كان هذاك تاع
اسبانيولي. شكون اسبانيولي؟
اللي كان
الكراس
تاع مصر.
خلص الكراس جوستومون يفو بايي البيت.
لا ماشي كوروس بورتوغي. That was a Spanish guy who was
شكون مورينيو؟
ما نعرفوش. قال كان تاع مصر.
مصر نسيت اسمه.
كيروس بورتوغي.
لا كيروس بورتوغي.
كابيلو مازال يونطريني.
Spanish guy who was
كابيلو مازال يونطريني.
اسمع كابيلو جي يضري لك الجزائر.
وحيد كابيلو خرجوه من التلفازه تاع الطليان.
اه
Ils en veulent plus de lui. Ils en ont marre. يتكبر على الناس
Il
ويكالكولي.
a entraîné la Russie la dernière.
Please, let's focus. Who is the coach for national team? I have serious question.
والله باك it's tough to see because it's tough. Do you know why?
واسمه تاع لونتونت هذاك، واسمه تاع لونتونت نعيم.
انا اقول لك حاجه. It's gonna be very hard because شوف un entraîneur sérieux étranger باش يجي للجزائر they all knows the mentality تاع the Algerian. It's gonna be very hard to convince someone.
The coach they looking for the salary. I don't care about the mentality.
جاب لك ربي.
Give him salary.
Good coach. They look at everything. They
How
don't
about he lose it? It's not the option. He cannot come back.
No, he cannot come back. No. Othman. It's more than picking up the mentality of this. No, a coach to succeed in Africa, he needs to be experienced in Africa, and you can't take any coaches of any leagues in Europe and bring him there.
كاين حبيبات هم يدوروا في افريك ولازي، كاين حبيبات.
I'm more concerned about the players اللي يجوا because I think we will lose at least 8 or 10 players from the actual team.
انا خايف يروحوا يجيبوا كاش كروات ولا يجيبوا كاش سرب ولا ثاني at cheap labor.
نقول لك صح الكروات تشيب ميبي بصح راحوا لافينال تاع الكوب دي موند.
No, it's not gonna be Croat. It's gonna be somebody who's.
شكون what was your suggestion نعيم؟ قلت
أنا أخذكم either زيزو or بوغرا.
شكون؟
بوغرا مجيد.
ولا
زيزو
ما يجيكش. زيزو ما يجيكش.
That's my suggestion.
بوغرا وي بوغرا بالك بصح زيزو ما يجيكش.
انا اقول لك صح يجيبوا لندن اللي يجي لازم يجيب لاكارد
بسكري مصطفى بسكري.
كون
بسكري نو ما كاين الاخر هذاك تاع ستيف تاع بكري واسمه
قلت لك تاع ستيف واش هو
سكرينيو. سكرينيو
نو ماشي هذاك الجون اللي راح اونطرينا في تونس ومن بعد ولا
اللي دار كوب افريقيا تاع مع ستيف.
يس
في ورا المسكين يسوفري هي لوست ات
مضوي
He lost all his faculties. That was.
ما
have no respect by the players.
كان لا مضوي لا.
لازم نجيبوا لهم coach that gonna respect and they're gonna look up to.
لا جاب لي ربي لازم نبداو بلافاف قبل بكلين اب لافاف ومن بعد
اباك اي قاعده ما تحرك ما تكسرش راسك.
No, Walid Sadi, I think he's a good young guy. He just need time.
He needs time.
وحيد until you think he's going to be able to control هذيك لا مافيا اللي فما.
قال لي فاتا العالم قال لي كوميت اخر قال لي في دار في العالم في سيدي دي مافيا.
شوف عثمان على تيت شكون على تيت دو لا فيفا شكون
le plus grand corrompu.
خلاص
اسمع
باش حبيتوا لافاف اللي تكون شغل كونسيت على الائمه والمصلين يا سيدي. لا مش على بالك.
we don't ask that but at least they اسمع خو يكون كيما يحب ما هما كي يدوروا الاستاد they make sure باللي الغازو ما ينحرقش.
هذيك different story.
What's the different story? It's part of the job.
Okay, يا عثمان give me your best coach تاعك اللي تشوفه انت.
يا خويا انا نقول لك ما تعجبكش.
معليش
سيتي ان ديفونسور لعب في ليكيب ناسيونال تاع فرنسا ولعب في الالمان. عطيتك الهنت ديالي.
يحيى
نو فرنسي
نو لي زارازو.
نو ماشي لي زارازو بصح قريب
سانيول.
فوالا
ويلي سانيول.
انا نقول لك علاه
درب. What is he now? Is he a coach somewhere?
He was coaching of Georgia.
عنده l'expérience مع la mentalité تاع les binationaux parce que entraîna les jeunes تاع l'équipe de France. عنده une idée du football algérien والعقلية تاع les Algériens. Et en plus, bon, un problème très important que tu règles, c'est la communication, la langue.
اوكي
ويلي سانيول
Yeah.
جو سي با
لازم
انا
واحد واتس از يور ابار بالمضوي شكون هو يو سي از ا كوتش
بوغرا الى ايرفي رينار كيما از ات ستاندز رايت ناو كيما قال بعد عتبان راح لا كوت ديفوار.
هو مش رايح الكوت ديفوار خلاص.
وي
وي فيني
ما يروحش.
ما تفهموش.
ما لا يجيبوا ايرفي رينار نقول لك.
انا ثاني
يجيبوا ايرفي رينار.
ليه يجي دوكا I don't think they're gonna wait for him until August.
يجيبوه.
نعم قلت لك بك يجيبوا بومال وما كان المولوديه تفرح.
ندير الشامبيون هذا العام ان شاء الله.
خلاص
البلان تاع الصيفيه هذه تمشوا على المولوديه.
They're not too many. نعم كاين حبيبات برك ما كاش بزاف.
نو وحيد.
اذا كان ماك ليست اوف ات ليست 10 كوتشز
والله اسمع يا اخو ويلي سانيول سي تري بيان. شوف لعب بون المان شوف عنده لا ريغور جيرمانيك عنده
It's all about the money. They're not very rich these days. They're losing a lot of money. They lost a lot of money. And if they don't fix this problem with Belmadi, how much they're going to pay him to leave, they will be losing him even more. So
lost a lot of money. يتخلص وش به.
What?
لونترينور از بيج ديل. لونترينور احنا في الجزائر لونترينور تاع ليكيب ناسيونال شغل راك you nominate the head of the CIA هنا في امريكا.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's not a limited resource to pay a coach. They cannot pay
والله غير يخلص عمي تبوني يخلص وش به.
ان شاء الله.
انا بالنسبه لي اللي شوف عثمان انا quelqu'un qui n'a pas l'expérience africaine انا سي كوتش لا ما نمنهمش.
ايرفي رينار is the best fit.
is the best.
بالك يجيبوا هذاك
يسقمهم.
دي بون انترينور en Afrique راهم ديجا اون بلاس وفي دي غروند زيكيب. علاه يجي عندك؟
نو عندك الحق. لا شوي سي بور سا كي اون با. انا
اسمع هذاك كلود لوروا مازال يكوتشي كالكو بار.
لا
اسمع كلود لوروا خلي بالماضي. علاه تجيب كلود لوروا تمسخر. اذا بتجيب كلود لوروا خلي بالماضي.
بالك كلود لوروا بالك ودي منشا وكذا وش بيكم.
بيريمي نعم هذا ما
كبر مسكين.
اوكي
والله انا
وش will tell in a week or two we'll know, right?
نعم انا سمعت ان رومور قال لك يحاولوا يجيبوا واحد من فرنسا.
ان فرنسي
ان سينيغالي.
باي
اسمع على بالو.
كلود لوروا اني en 1948.
ايه لونترينور تاع السينيغال تاع اسمه لونترينور تاع السينيغال
اسمع انت بقول يجي عندك انت يخلي بلادو.
لو كانوا لكم كفاه ولا كلود لوروا تتخلعوا.
خلينا خلينا نضل ويست اور تايم
بي سيريس. كلود لوروا علاش قلت لك خلي بالماضي وخلاص.
اليو سي سي قال لك عنده 6 months he didn't get paid from Senegal Federation.
Il a 75 ans.
اليو سي سي ما يجيكش اوبلي.
علاه
ما يجيكش. شوف مع السنغال اللي يصير يروح يلعب بين كوب دي موند ويروح
ما يجيكش اليو سي سي. نو ما يجيبوش ما يجيبوش السنغالي.
الجزائر I think يجيبوا يا يوروبيان يا اشيريان. I don't think they're gonna bring an African.
هذه هي. كباب يجيبوا لاتينو ان ارجنتين ولا
maybe.
شكون سيميون مع
لا لا،
الاتليتيكو مدريد ما
يروحوا
تجيش.
الارجنتين يجيبوا من بوكا ولا من ريفر بليت ولا من
ما عندوش
ولا من
كاع
هذيك
اكسبيريونس على
هذيك ليكيب
لي
تاع
زافريك.
واسمها هذيك اندبندنتي ولا فهمت.
الله
خلي
يسهل أبك.
ولا عثمان ولا نجيبوا الاخر تاع اليوروغواي.
بات tu vois كاين دي بروفيل هكا سي انتيريسون، بصح تبقى من بعد عندك الهانديكاب دو لا لونغ.
مزيان.
يتعلم الاسبانيولي.
درك انت
اوكي
يا
جماعه
جوار
I think
الجيريان تقول
we're
له
running out
تعلم
of time.
اسبانيوليه.
اسمع we're running out of time. Thank you very much. And then I guess in a week or two before they can finish we'll know who is the next one.
كاين ان بتي كلان داي ليكيب.
or there is
نو
a
كاين
possibility.
ولا سيريزون ان بتي كلان داي
اسمع
بور ليكيب ناسيونال تاع الهاندبال. ils sont qualifiés
لا فينال نعطيهم صحة.
لا فينال في مصر كونتر مصر it's just
الله يبارك. بصح يروحوا لا كوب دي موند سي ديجا با مال.
اكزاكتومون يروحوا لا كوب دي موند.
it's not the first
واش
time.
ربحوا الكاب فير؟
ربحوا اليوم.
ما شاء الله الحمد لله بالتوفيق.
باسكو الهاندبال تاعنا ثاني كسر له كيما الفوتبال. مساكن طاحوا
هو أكثر.
هبطوا الفون دو فون.
عثمان لازم نديروا حصه
Guys,
خاصه
we
للهاندبال
run out of
الألجيري.
time. Thank you very much for your participation and I'll see you next show inshallah.
ان شاء الله. السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم جماعه.
سلام.